Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I've got this week's Pick a Card weekly tarot reading. Happy birthday to all Cancerians. We're in Cancer season now. And also we have a Cancer new moon coming up. And so this could be a time where people get quite emotional. But it is a time of new beginnings. Maybe you've been thinking about something and there's a lot of emotion attached to it and you can make a fresh start. Let's go to the board now and we'll have a look at what the cards have to say. Okay, here we go. So pick a number now, 1 to 5. I'll do a psychic tarot interpretation for you, whatever I see. Okay, I'm going to stand up actually, so I'm not leaning on the board, making the camera move. Okay, so we're doing card number 1, Okay, lots of little small cars I can see here. So it's a little bit hectic because they're darting all over the place. Cars are how you get around in the world. But I feel like there's more to do with other people as well. You just have to be a bit cautious because it's a bit like, I don't know if you've ever been to Rome, it's a bit like the traffic in Rome or maybe in Delhi in India. The rules and regulations are really only there as guidelines. You know, you really don't have to follow them, you just do what you want. And I see these cars just all over the show. So just be cautious that whatever your plans are, or whatever you say, that they don't conflict with somebody else because it's a bit of a free-for-all. And you might find that clear communication might be in short supply. And that's because in a couple of weeks, the 18th, I think it is, of July, we'll be going into Mercury retrograde. So I think I'm sort of thinking we're not quite at the shadow, but yeah, there could be some effects starting in terms of miscommunications and such like, but I don't really think we're in the shadow just yet. Let's have a look. The card for number 1 is the Hierophant card. Okay, quite a traditional conservative sort of energy to this. It is about, it's very Saturnian or Capricornian in nature in that it's like doing things the conservative, old-fashioned way. Look, that's fine if you want to do that. There's some safety in that. There's some security. Feeling like you know what's going to happen, but it's also about knowledge, you know, and the values from the past. And, of course, there are some good things about the past and some valuable knowledge about the past. But, you know, we live in another era now, so we're all being called to move on. You see she's sort of seated on her knowledge. She's dressed in red, which suggests action. So it is about taking action. Don't just sit on your knowledge, but get out there into the world and get your message out there with wisdom and clarity. So that's number 1. It's a major arcana, so it's very important. You could change your life with this card, the energy of this card, if you can get your message out into the world and actually act on your ideas and your impulses, your intuition, in a more contemporary way. So maybe take the things that you've learnt from the past, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, so to speak. Take what you've learnt and update it, okay? It needs tweaking, okay? So number 2, let's have a look and see what we see. Okay, I see a bow and arrow and an arrow flying through the air. So this is more like Sagittarius, the sign before Capricorn. And it's very on point. It's exploratory, it's like adventurous, it's like moving ahead with the times. It also means that you're moving towards a target. You may or may not hit that target. It seems to be a bit unclear in that respect, but the point is that you have a go. You're going to come close. I think you're going to come close. You might not get it exactly how you want it, but you're going to come close. the card that comes out is the King of Swords. A very clever, intelligent person who can figure out all sorts of things. Very astute in business, for example, and has the ability to cut through, to dissect and analyse a situation. It's like, I call it the lawyer energy, because they can figure it out and get right to the core of the matter, hopefully very quickly, without costing you an arm and a leg. But a very clever person. Sometimes if you're dealing with somebody like this, they might come across as ruthless. They're very cut and dried. It's all logic, and doesn't, people's feelings don't come into it. So has its pros and cons, but it's, I can understand how a person becomes like this, because you see he's seated on a diamond. He's been through a lot in life, and he's learnt that logic does help him in many situations. On the positive side, also, there's a lot of butterflies that you probably can't see very clearly. I don't know if you can see them in the top there and there. So new beginnings, beautiful new beginnings. So this logic, even though it might be ruthless and cut and dried and very pragmatic, when it comes down to it, it brings about new beginnings somehow. Also, this is about the mental realms, but I always think that there's, not much of a distance between your actual logical thinking and your intuition, like in your actual brain. There's not a huge distance. So if you can bridge the gap and get intuition and logic together, then you're really cooking, okay? And in this case, because he's got this sort of indigo colour that he's wearing, I always think that's like clairvoyance, the ability to see through the third eye and listen to intuition as well. So I don't see it as the negative card that some people, claim it is. It does. It can, it's got pros and cons. It can have a negative side with ruthlessness, with no heart. But sometimes there might be good reasons for that. All right, number three. Number three, what do I see for you? Straight path, straight road. I feel there's been, especially recently, a few challenges, and that maybe you shouldn't take those challenges to heart too much. Yes, obstacles come up. Don't react to the obstacles. Don't react to the challenges. Just stay on your path, grasshopper, because it's a straight path, and no matter what happens on the road between now and where you're getting to, where you want to go, you're on the right path. Don't go off. Don't change direction. Keep going. And just stay on that road, because I've got a very hopeful outcome for you, put it that way. Number three, very hopeful feeling about it. Judgment card came out earlier today on Facebook. This is about freeing yourself, liberating yourself from the boxes of your own belief. Excuse me. So very important. We all have judgments about things. Judgments are just observations with emotions attached. As soon as an emotion gets attached to an observation, it becomes something else. It becomes a judgment. And then we're away from the accuracy of what's happening. We're onto another realm, So do be cautious not to judge other people, because you can't put yourself in their situation for a start. But even more importantly than that, be cautious that you don't judge yourself too harshly. We all have a tendency, or many of us, not all of us, not the narcissists, but many of us who are not narcissists, we have a tendency to judge ourselves too harshly. And the thing is, when you think back about the situation you were in, with the knowledge you had at that time, you probably would have made a different decision. I certainly would have. I would have made tons of different decisions for all the errors I've made, but they're not really errors, because if you learn from them, then you move on. Some of us start way behind the eight ball. We start in more difficult circumstances than other people. And so we're likely to make more mistakes because we're starting behind the pack, not with the pack. So being born into, poverty, being a woman, being a certain religion, being a certain colour, skin colour, being gay, being, whatever it is, you could say, being blonde. You could say any number of things, minority groups. And that puts us behind in some way. It may put us behind, not always, but it may put us behind in some way. And then we've got to, work like crazy to catch up, if you want to catch up, if you're into that. So all of this forms beliefs, and then when we don't do as well as we think we should, then we blame ourselves. So be free from that. Allow yourself to escape the judgments you've made about yourself and about other people. It's a major arcana card, and that can literally change your life, like the Hierophant, number 1. All right, moving on to number 4 now. Number 4, what do I see for you? A lot of crystals here, number 4. Quartz crystal, the white one, that I find in the driveway sometimes. And the pink one, the heart quartz crystal, the healing, self-healing. And so this is saying to me that you're going through a more spiritual time, number 4, as you move forward, but you need plenty of time for self-reflection and introspection, to have a look what's going on inside yourself, and also those feelings that sometimes you get too busy and you don't acknowledge them. Okay, I know what it's like to be busy, and so we just get on and do the job, especially if you're over a certain age. I don't know what that age would be. It might be 50. It's like you just get on and do the job. This and this has to be done, and the older generations just suck it up and do it, which is got its pros and got its cons. And so you don't want to be pushing your feelings down because you've got to get on with something. I'm going to go with that one, actually. It's the Temperance card. It's about balance. Exactly. Okay, get the job done and feel your feelings. Have a balance between them. And temperance is like moderation in all things, okay? Not going overboard in any sort of direction. You can take action, if you're balanced, it's easier to take appropriate action. Sometimes people might take risks, too many risks, and other times people may not take enough risks. So it's about moderation in all things. It's another major arcana. So there's 3. There was 3 this morning in Facebook. This is a very significant week coming up, I think, for a lot of people. Number 5, what do I see for number 5? It's like Japanese cherry blossom. Don't know if anybody's going to Japan. But flowering, a lot of flowers coming out, contentment, happiness, brightness, florals, beauty. What else goes with flowers? Growth. So this is a good time coming up for number 5. Let's have a look and see what card we get. I'm going to go with that one there. Knight of Cups. About socialising, going out, having a fun time, enjoying yourself, maybe getting in touch with your emotions in the ocean. See, this is she's riding a lobster, as you do. Means being in touch with your subconscious contents. Here's the ocean in the background. And I think all of that's great. The only thing is, if you are going to drink, don't go overboard, of course. It's not about getting blotto drunk. It's about feeling your feelings and enjoying yourself. She's got a starfish in her hand, and this is like an offering from the deep subconscious. So there could be some small little gift coming your way if you can get out and about, and it's probably from your own subconscious rather than a physical gift, but you never know, somebody might give you a gift. Okay, so Hierophant, King of Swords, Judgment, Temperance, and Knight of Cups. That looks like a pretty significant week to me, for many people. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope this is useful for you. The horoscopes are all done. The overview for the July astrology, that will be going up shortly, but go onto the website if you want to check out your horoscope. Okay, have a wonderful week, everyone. I'll see you all again very soon. If I can find there we go.